Yesterday we covered the longest stretch of the Camino de Santiago without any towns or services. Today in this video, I'm going to show you what the 20 kilometers between Calzadilla de la Cueza and Sahagún are like. Unlike the last stage, we'll pass through towns such as Terradillo de los Templarios, Moratinos, and San Nicolás del Real Camino. However, we are still on the plateau. We have to be very careful with the sun, and if it is summer, with the heat. In Ledigos, we can choose between two options. Straight ahead we will take the Senda de los Peregrinos, a footpath next to the ever-present National Road 120. If we turn left, we will take the Camino to Terradillo, which is 400 meters shorter. In just 3 kilometers, we reach Terradillo de los Templarios. Its name reminds us of those warrior monks from the beginning of the second millennium who protected the pilgrimage routes. In Terradillo, there was a Templar commandery, of which nothing remains today. Terradillo has a deeply rooted legend. Apparently, a priest lived here who every year took a golden egg as an offering to Compostela. Word soon spread, and many powerful people questioned him to find out the origin of this gift in order to get hold of the hen that laid the golden eggs. The priest, harassed by the greed of many people, asked the Templars for help, and the Templars helped him hide the hen in a nearby hill. Legend has it that the hen died and was buried. But who knows? Maybe it was just a ploy by the priest to be left in peace, and the chicken continued to roam around, leaving a trail of golden eggs behind. Maybe you'll find one. We continue along either of the two Acobian routes. They join and separate again in Moratinos, just 3.5 kilometers later. Here we can visit the church of Santo Tomás. It is a simple temple, but with a peculiarity. Its main entrance is located in the tower. Again, when leaving Moratinos, we can choose between the route near the road or the Camino. 2 kilometers later, we cross San Nicolás del Real Camino. Here, the two routes join. We continue along a footpath next to the road, entering the province of León and arriving at the junction with the Valderadue River. At this point, we carefully cross the road and turn off next to the river until we pass a medieval bridge. The first thing we come across is the Virgen del Puente Chapel, a 12th century Romanesque Mudéjar temple built on the site of a former pilgrims' hospital. A monument has been erected at this point on the Camino to indicate that we are at the center of the Jacobean route. It is true that this is very relative, as some of us started in Saint-Jean-de-Pied-de-Port, while others started further along the route. Some of us took one route, and others took another. But we all think that this is more or less the center of the Camino de Santiago, and what we do know for sure is that we have about 360 kilometers to go to reach our goal. We are now very close to Sahagún. First along the Camino and then along a paved road, we arrive at the first houses of the final urban center of our day's journey. You've already seen what this section of the Camino is like. I also like to talk about the local cuisine in these videos. In this case, in Sahagún, you have to try the leeks and the various dishes they serve in the restaurants. And why leeks? Well, it's a legacy of the historic abbey. The monks worked very hard in the vegetable gardens, and the tradition of cooking leeks has remained. Now I recommend two videos. The first is the one we talk about Sahagún on our YouTube channel or on the Buen Camino app. And the second is the one where we explain tomorrow's stage. Why? Because there are two important options to choose from. One via Bercianos del Real Camino, and the other via the Roman Road and Calzadilla de los Hermanillos. Buen Camino!